What's up, fam? Welcome back. What's up, fam? I ain't gonna get this out. I got this little lingering cough that don't do anything but just hang right here in your chest. But anyway, welcome back to Rev BigJohn's backyard fishing, giving on to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, none of these things are possible. Look, y'all, my intent today is election day, and I wanted to fish. I've already voted. I early vote to get that done. So I was coming out to catch my fish on election day, and I get to the Patapsco. I'm back on the Patapsco. Matter of fact, I ain't been on the Patapsco all year. So I'm out here for my annual, rock fish, or once a year rock fish, or I always kind of finish out the season with Patapsco. Any kind of river, the lakes and stuff, they get kind of real tight right during this time of year. It's November 6th or 5th, election day. And yeah, man, but when I get here, I realize as I'm almost here that I took my life jacket out, which means I don't have my life jacket, which means I don't have the stuff that will function my motor and everything else. So I called up Rob, because Rob gonna meet me today after he finished voting, and I'm gonna fish with him. I just don't have my motor, and it's like going back to old times, right? But I'm an old cat, man. I got issues. I need my motor, but I'll just paddle around in the area and try to catch me my rockfish, But yeah, other than that, I would turn right back around and hit some shore spots. Since I'm out here, I still got all my other gear. I just don't have my kayak and stuff. So, always do your checklist, man. But I just went fishing, so I thought I wasn't even thinking that I took stuff out. Not until I got here. I put everything else in my car. I wasn't even worried about it because I knew everything was already still in there. I get down here, then I remember that the life vest came out because I had to pull something out of it, and I never put it back in the car. Whoo! Anyway, let's see what we can get done today. You're red. Welcome back, man. Welcome back to Rev BigJohn fishing. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Rev BigJohn fishing. Welcome back to Rev BigJohn backyard fishing. Thanksgiving right around the corner. Of course, by the time y'all see this, Thanksgiving and Christmas will have passed. But I tell you, man, I still enjoy the new format because I'm not pressed, I'm not rushed. I put out what shows I want to put out. There are things that if I don't catch like a whole bunch of big fish, but then there are times when I will put out some small fish and some skunk days. Not many skunk days, but they are skunk days. Especially when you're dealing with clear water. Hopefully, I can still make a show today. My intent normally is to hit that bridge down there and go beyond it. But if I'm paddling, I'll probably stay between here and those bridge pylons. I'm really going to use a paddle tail, but I have my Tic Tac on from Heroes on the Water. This was not a real great day. Well, beautiful day out, but it wasn't a bite day, man. Like I said, that water was crystal clear and the fish was not moving. It wasn't being fooled. This is why I like dark water though. Anytime you got stained water, the fish are more into vibration than sight, and so you can trick them better. Got a few things I want to throw today. Paddle tail, little spinner, inline spinner, like one of them MEP spinners, and maybe some cranks. You know, we'll figure it out as we go. Huh?
I wonder why you weren't moving.
Yeah, just waiting on you, man. I figured I'd start casting. I'm gonna let this thing just drift me down.
So, going down?
Yeah, I know I'm going down at least, you know, to the bridge. I might not go past the bridge, I don't know.
I don't think we want to go past that. It's going to be too shallow anyway.
Yeah. So this whole area should be plenty. You saw something?
Did you see that?
No, I was looking at you. All right, you ready? One thing about not having my motor as well too is, you know, I can't go in the direction that I want to go in, so I'm really dependent on the tide. I'd like to be a little closer. Sometimes in life you gotta make do. You ain't gonna have everything you need to be successful, but you got enough. You know, it's like those MacGyver days in 18 days. Take what you got, man, and make the most out of it. You get some lemons, like they say, make some lemonade. Gotta do the best with what you have. You know, today is election day. And so come tomorrow, well, you know, with Trump in this thing, you just never quite know. Come tomorrow, you may know who the president gonna be, or you may know by the time we have the inauguration. You know, for a country that's so strong, we are so divided. You know, I don't understand, truthfully, how anybody could vote for Trump. And I don't understand how the Republican Party can back all the nonsense and foolishness that he does. But, you know, that's America. You know, on the Democratic side, I'm not crazy about that ticket either. I hate it when first thing you talk about, you know, is abortion and all that kind of stuff. And it's never wrong, it's never right to take a life, you know. And everybody, you know, they're crying about, you know, choice and stuff like that. Well, I think you have a choice before you lay down. You know, that's your choice. But, you know, if choice is so important, why does the unborn, you know, baby, child, person, why don't they get a choice? You know, they didn't ask to be here, but they're here. You know, now they talk about, you know, some circumstances may, you know, require, you know, the mom may lose her life or something like that. And all those things are tricky, I get it. But as a believer, God is sovereign. You know, I had a member who was told to abort, or she may, you know, lose her life. But she just trusted God. Now, I know everybody ain't gonna trust God, and that's why I realize the country is a country that's full of everybody, and so we got to try to make this thing work for everybody. You know, you're not going to get rid of, you know, transgender, gay people and stuff like that. You're not going to get rid of folks out there fornicating and adultery. It's just not going to happen, man. So you got to try to figure out what's the best for the country. And so, you know, I base my vote on what I think is the best for the country. You know, my faith comes into play for a lot of stuff, but I realize this ain't the United States of Baptist America, you know? It's the United States of America, and it's full of its problems and its issues. And so whoever's the president has to be able to deal with it and has to care, you know? And I don't care whether you're Republican or Democratic. Give me something of substance, and I may vote for you, you know? But if you give me foolishness, I just can't fool with it, especially for, you know, somebody that really don't care about the country and only cares about themselves. And that's been proven time and time again, but for some reason, some folks, they just don't see it. You know, well, he says what he want to say, he mean what he say, okay, you know, whatever. You know, but that man don't care about the United States. I don't care what y'all say. He don't care about y'all either. You know, if he cared about y'all, he would have went down to the Capitol House with you. You know, so I'm kind of disappointed the Republicans will put that out as their platform and follow behind him. You know, I don't get it. You know, but I'm not meant to get it. I'm just meant to do, you know, what I believe is the best for the country, and that's what I did, and that's what I suggest y'all do. You know, hopefully you went out there and voted. Whatever happens, happens. We content with whatever it is, and we just keep it moving, man. Because ultimately, let me tell you who's in charge. God. It don't matter who sits in the White House as long as God sits on the throne. And we have had many bad kings and good leaders and bad leaders and good politicians and bad politicians. You know, I put my faith in no man. And I would suggest you put yours in the Lord too. Now, some might say, well, it's because of that we had this big issue and we're fighting, you know, I guess it's about your understanding or your interpretation of what it truly means to love one another. You know, like, while I hate the sin and I will always preach against sin, you know, I can't help but love the person and try to figure out how to help the person. You know, whether they, you know, straight or non-straight, immigrant or non. Matter of fact, this country is a country made up of nothing but immigrants, and my ancestors were forced, you know, immigrants. Now, I'm no longer an immigrant, I'm an American. You know, I was born here, right here in Baltimore, Maryland. So, I am an American, and my family, you know, my ancestors fought for this country. Not only did they fight for this country, they're the ones that made this country what it is on their free and forced labor. You know, so when I hear somebody say, let's make America great again, I'm trying to figure out, when was America great? You know, for everybody. Because it wasn't, y'all. I hope y'all realize that and y'all know that. You know, so if I hear somebody say, let's do like we used to do back in the good old days, you know, and take care of what we need to take care of, that's inflammatory. You know, and for my brothers and sisters that don't understand that, I don't get it, you know. So, anyway, this is a fishing show. I get it. But y'all know me. You know, I'm a preacher. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to say what I want. Maybe that's why I don't have a whole bunch of subscribers. I appreciate those who do subscribe, you know. But I'm on an assignment from the Lord, man. I got to teach the good news. I got to tell the good news. You know, knowing is half the battle, so I understand that this country, you know, even though it was built on In God We Trust, God is not the issue anymore. You know, because if God was the issue, we all would be well. We all would be fine, and everybody would get a fair share in this country. You know, that's another one of my biggest problems, you know. The Republicans, they want us to handle our own business and, you know, stand on our own, you know, pull yourself up by the bootstraps and make it happen for you. The only problem is we was never given a boot, nor were we given straps. So we gotta sit there and make the boot, make the straps to pull up on. Like, let's be fair. If we're gonna be that way, then make sure everybody gets the same playing field, right? You know, our schools, inner city schools are terrible. You know, there's no money, got old textbooks. You know, the facilities are bad, you know, but on the other side of America, everybody doing fine. You know, education. So the education is one thing that's lacking. How you expect to compete with somebody that has a better education? So, you know, if that's going to be the model, then let's play on an even playing field. Let's pour money back on it needs to be poured into, you know. The only reason why we have what we have in this world, have crime on the streets and stuff like that, is because of what America has done from the beginning. It has showed one person, one side is better than the other side, and that's just how it's always gonna be. Okay, well, that ain't right. Then the Democrats, they come along, and they want to give you the boot and the strap, and make you dependent upon them so that you don't think for yourself and you don't do what you need to do. And so they don't give you what you need to be a success. They just give you what you need so you keep depending on them. I got a problem with that too. Once again, just give me an even playing field. You know, we got to talk about anytime we see something, it's the first black this or the first black that. You know, why is that the situation if that's not what America has created? You know, a person is a person. So if a person is a person, those things shouldn't really be issues. You know, we hear first 2 black quarterbacks, first 2 black coaches in the Super Bowl. How about they just coaches? How about they just quarterbacks? But no, that's not how America has created it. You know, then folks say, well, I don't really see no color. Stop lying. You have to see color because that's how America was created. You know, my ancestors were considered less than. Animals were more important than what we were. You know, everybody. The black man is an endangered species. You know, and so they got rid of slavery and they created jails. Come on, y'all, think about what I'm talking about. Give us an even playing field. Because let me just tell you, if you corner an animal that doesn't really want to fight, but has no option to fight, he's gonna fight. Well, if you corner a human being and don't give him no way to succeed or way to even, you know, strive to be his best, and he has to feed his family, want a roof over his head, clothes on his back, guess what he gonna do? He gonna fight. And by any means necessary. You didn't give him education, so he don't know what he's doing. If he don't know what he's doing, if you won't let him walk through your front door, your college institutions and schools and stuff, he gonna come through your back door. As simple as that. You know, because he see you eating, he see you smiling, he see the life you living. You know, he see how treacherous you've been to get to where you are. Ask the Native Americans. You know, I know I'm on a roll right now, and I get it. Maybe this show I might not catch a fish, but you know, I'm on a roll. Because there's just so much stuff to say, you know, and so little time in which to say it. But people, they don't think about those things, man. You know, everything that we have in this country that's backwards was created by one community of people, and that's corrupt white folk. It's as simple as that. All white folks ain't corrupt. All white folks ain't bad. You know, but those who are in power, those who are corrupt, those who make all the rules. I mean, even the Declaration of Independence, it wasn't made with us in mind. You can't tell me it was. And if you disagree with what I'm saying, drop it in the comments. No, I'm good. I'm good either way. I'm grown. I can take it. I want to hear your thoughts. You know, but if you're going to give thoughts on something, you know, truly think about it. Think about what's being said, you know, and really think about why we have what we have, the way we have it, and how the system is really working, not to the benefit of all people, but just to the benefit of some. You know, if you got one community of people that control everything, that already tells you what's going on. Just imagine if all these roles were reversed, you know, and black folks had brought, you know, white folks from Europe and put them in slavery. You know, you'd have a reverse system going on, possibly, right? So just think about those things, man. That's my lesson, man. I'm done. I'm gonna try to catch some fish, you know, but I'm telling y'all, knowing is half the battle. Not being foolish to what's really out there, seeing when the wool is being pulled over your eyes, and understand that we are more than what we've become. So yeah, I'm done. Let's fish. This red BigJohn, backyard fishing. Got a bass on. Bass? Yeah. Hey, well, we can change that. I never caught a bass in this area, but that's a fish, right? Chill out, bro. You nice and you cold. Rattle trap. I can work with that. Hate, man, about you know, rattle trap and the nets and the nets. Thank you, sir. It gets up in here, it's a mess. Well, we did not skunk. I don't look forward to this at all. But I can say I'm gonna get some exercise on this one. That much I can say. If ain't nothing else, man, it's a beautiful fall day. Beautiful scenery in front of me. So at least the trip back will be pleasant. Run. 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 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we are packing it in. We managed to catch just that one.